And the harder things had got, or the harder things get, and the more negative people said it won't work, it just kind of made us do it all the more.
If there is anything that you can tell my audience, like last advice, last tip, I'm really sorry. I wish I can talk more, but how can we help? How can we help listeners, or how can we help entrepreneurs? If you have like any tip, strategy, do you have a routine? Do you have, I don't know, what is the advice if you want to help someone struggling in his business and wants to kick off and make it big?
I mean, there's lots of things I do, or I would say, that probably aren't specifically clever or unique to me. I have routine in some respects. So I have routines around kind of training and working hard, but I'm not the best person to ask about work-life balance, because if I'm awake, I'm working. I'm just one of those people. So I haven't really mastered the art of work-life balance yet. But I think one thing that I would say, and no one ever talks about this, I would say make sure you're consistent with what you do, because, you know, if you work hard for a day, a week, or a month, what does that mean? You know, I've worked hard for 30 years, consistently hard. So if I haven't got somewhere after 30 years of working hard, I've done something very, very wrong. And I think people don't necessarily understand consistency. They get frustrated after probably, you know, certainly a lot less than 30 years. If you pushed a business idea for, you know, a month or 6 months or a year, at what point would you give up? And to be honest, we never gave up. And the harder things had got, or the harder things get, and the more negative people said it won't work, it just kind of made us do it all the more. My wife, we had a saying, when someone would be negative, we used to say, that's someone else we're going to prove wrong. And maybe that's not a very healthy way to drive a business, but it was a very powerful motivator for us, because I don't like being wrong. And I would hate someone to have said to me, oh, we told you that wouldn't work. So no one's ever been able to say that to me. We told you that wouldn't work, because we make it work. So I'd probably say that, but that's probably quite unique to me.